What is happening, everybody? Welcome to our pre-Thursday Night Football live stream. It is now 5 o'clock, which means work time is over. Fantasy football time has begun. We're really glad you're here, and we're going to answer a ton of questions tonight. We already have a handful of questions that we've got to answer through the site, and I've pinned the link to go to the site. It's no more expensive than a super chat to go through the site and submit your questions there, but it looks way better, and you get a way better answer. So I would encourage you guys, go to the link up top, submit your questions there, but we will answer all questions on the site tonight. We will answer all super chats per usual. And per usual, Nathan is in his little white corner of his apartment. So it's the infamous white corner at this point. So we are live, by the way. I do see somebody asking if we're live. Oh yeah, we're live. We are definitely live. This is a live stream, baby. But all right, let's like I said, we'll jump back and forth. We could do super chats, we can do site questions, but again, I would encourage you guys. The site just got a redo. Yes, we are working through a couple things. However, overall, pretty nice. It's a pretty nice upgrade. And so I'll kind of show you that real quick. And as you can see, we got a handful of questions here that we're going to go through. And like I said, you can submit here, you can submit through the super chats, but we're going to be answering questions all night, getting you ready for Thursday Night Football, getting you ready for the NFL week. We're really excited. So let's do this thing. Let's start with Stuart. This is a redraft question, I'm pretty sure. It said Dynasty, but I'm pretty sure it's a redraft question. He says, I'm so up in the air. I'm scared of the risk of Christian McCaffrey and to give up Rashee Rice as my wide receiver 3, but my team's potential if Christian McCaffrey comes back strong in 2 to 3 weeks is ungodly. He is also contemplating, but should I make him do it or sit on it? So in this trade, as you can see, he would be getting Christian McCaffrey and George Pickens. He's giving up Rashee Rice, Jaden Reed, and David Montgomery. And this is a freaking no-brainer. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey, look, I'm worried about Christian McCaffrey. This is a cheap price to take an upside shot on Christian McCaffrey. Jaden Reed and George Pickens, probably lateral. It's somewhat lateral. But with that being said, the upside you're getting in Christian McCaffrey is ridiculous. I'm not actively going out and trying to get Christian McCaffrey at all costs because I do acknowledge the risk that there is with, Achilles injuries and how they linger and things like that. But I think at this price, Nathan, I think you'd agree that, this is for Christian McCaffrey. He could win you a league at this price.
Yes. You got to go the CMC side there. And even with the Pickens pick, I don't love Pickens, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter with getting CMC here. So
awesome. Okay, Stuart, appreciate it, man. Let's go to this one next. He says it is a redraft league. I wanted to make sure it's a 10-team start 8 PPR league here. Okay, so he would be giving away Chris Olave and JSN and buying low on Puka, who just went on IR, and DK Metcalf. Nathan, is it too soon? But
too soon for what?
I mean, for you to talk about Puka, since you're devastated about that.
Oh yeah, I know. I am devastated. But look, I'm gonna go. Gosh, give me the DK side still.
Okay, that'd be the side he's getting. So
yeah,
I mean, Olave to DK is not
that's a lateral move in my opinion.
I think Olave, I'd give Olave the edge there, but I think it's closer.
It's close enough.
JSN for Puka is not close at all. So in a 10 team, you're shooting for upside. I'm good with it. You probably have some good assets in your team to potentially win you some games until then. So
yeah.
Good trade there. Really like it.
Agreed. Dude, everybody's trying to lowball me for Puka in the block league right now. It's driving me insane. Yes, I'm I will move anyone. I'm not moving him. It is an awful time to move him right now.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I mean, like I said, I'm still somewhat scared of Puka, but with that being said, that's a pretty good price. So, like I said, guys, pin comment up here. You can go check it out and go get your question answered on the site. And like I said, look at this. You can put your comments here. The offer isn't really McCaffrey. It's for Jordan Mason. He wasn't an option. Interesting. Okay, so this is Jordan Mason. Should I stick with Mason if my receivers are complete for higher upside? My starting wide receivers are CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, Drake London. Starting Najee Harris and James Cook at PPR. Let me know. Okay, so this is Jordan Mason for Tank Dell and Rico Dowdle. And it's a 12-team start 7. I mean, half PPR. I mean, I'm still taking Tank Dell over Jordan Mason by a long shot.
You gotta go Tank Dell. Yep.
And I
because
get it.
even though Mason in the short term is going to outproduce Tank Dell most likely, I mean that's a short term band-aid, right?
Now,
so
here is the problem I have with it, Nathan. It is a start 7, and he does have CD, Nico, and Drake London. So like I don't know if he can start another wide receiver there, right?
That's true. Who's he got in his flex? He's starting Najee and James Cook. It's kind of ugly.
James Cook. So then it's just his tight end and his quarterback there. So like he can't start Tank Dell, whereas he could plug in Jordan Mason to start.
Well, he has one remaining flex spot if it's a start 7.
One. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe.
Is it a 3 receiver? No, it's a 3 receiver. That's why. I thought it was starting 2 receivers.
It's probably 3 receivers. 2 running backs. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would.
Or he's flexing one of those receivers.
So are you still doing it just for the trade upside there?
Probably because you can leverage your league mates with Tank Dell more than you can Jordan Mason.
I think so too. I'm gonna say take it. It's tough because of the format, but it gives you some trade leverage for sure. So
yeah,
appreciate it.
Hey, are you completing these? After
they complete automatically once I confirm them.
So you're confirming them.
Yeah, and so we do have a super chat here. We can jump over and answer this. Obsessed with success. Thanks for your super chat, my friend. Nathan, I'll let you take this, buddy.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm on 3 different windows here on one laptop. So super chat is PPR start 2 this week. Deontay Johnson, JSN, Shakir, Kenneth and Kincaid are in the starting lineup. I'm going to go with JSN and Shakir here, even though JSN has a lot of questions. He didn't get a lot of production week 1. I'm still going to go with JSN over Deontay. I think Shakir's a lock. I think you got to start him tonight just because of the volume, the opportunity there, what he did week 1. As far as we are concerned, when it comes down to the Panthers offense, everyone in that offense is indefinitely unstartable.
Yeah.
Until we can actually see some production and stuff there. So that's what I'm going to go with is JSN and Shakir. I know it's not super exciting, but Deontay Johnson is a complete wild card this week.
Yeah, I agree. And again, I think Shakir's in for a big week. I'm not worried about Kincaid there. But with that being said, we're holding on to the JSN trade. We got another super chat while we're over here from our guy, Ralph. Ralph, we appreciate you, my friend. This is a 10-team full-point PPR league. You've got Hurts and Williams. You've got Kyron, Connors, and Montgomery, and Moss, and Charbonnet. So nice. You've got Lamb, Cup, Adams, Flowers, Watson, and Mooney. You've got Pitts. How's the team? I made a trade for Wilson and McLaurin. You got Adams and Flowers. Good trade. So Wilson, McLaurin, probably just take Wilson, and then, Flowers over McLaurin. Or sorry, Wilson and Adams. Probably just take Wilson, and then Flowers over McLaurin. So I like the trade. I'll start with that. In terms of your quarterbacks, you've got Jalen Hurts, check. You've got Kyron and James Conner and David Montgomery. Obviously, you've got a stud running back there and then some more like plug-in guys, but it's because you've got Lamb. Yeah. If you have Lamb and Cup, not even if you have Lamb and Cup, I feel like if you have Cup rest of season, you are sitting so pretty.
You're chilling.
Like legit chilling. So honestly, I like the trade. I like the team, man. And then Pitts at tight end. I think you have enough. And again, it is a 10 team, but even in a 10 team, it doesn't really matter how many teams are in this league. You've got Cup and Lamb. And that's the kicker. And so Cup and Lamb to go with Kyron and Hurts. And then you've got Flowers come off the bench. And you've got, and you've got Devontae Adams. Yeah, and again, I said that wrong. You got Adams for Wilson. I think that's more of a lateral move. I'd probably prefer Wilson, but the Flowers and McLaurin difference is huge. So I think it's a good trade. I really like the team. I think you're set up for success this year, my friend. So thank you so much. We appreciate your super chat. And then one more while we're over here.
Agreed. Half PPR pick 2. We've got Keon, Worthy, Demarcus Robinson, Ridley. Those 4 options pretty much. Got to go Worthy because Cincinnati always starts slow.
Keon is
the season.
Keon's the other one for me.
And then Keon's the other one. I think you got to go the rookies there. You got another really rough matchup with Tennessee this week. If Tennessee weren't playing the Jets, I would actually probably lean Ridley as my second start option there. But Him going up against Sauce, can't do it. Can't do it. Got to go with Keon and Worthy this week.
Tough. Melissa, appreciate your super chat. Any injury update on Achane have stashed Wilson? Let me double check real quick. The last I'd heard, he was questionable in a game time decision.
True game time. Yep.
There is some article here I'm going to read. I think he plays. With Mostert being out, he's questionable. I think he plays, but I don't think we're going to know until later if he's actually playing or not, like confirmed. So, with that being said, if you have Wilson stashed, then just watch the news. If HN is a no-go, Jeff Wilson's an automatic start. That's easy. So, good roster construction on your part for having all of those guys. So,
yeah.
David, appreciate it. Nathan, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, David says traded away CMC, Godwin, and Swift for Achane, Waddle, and Eckler. Most of the time when I see deals go down for CMC and you're trading him away, I'm not a huge fan of it right now given the injury, but you just got Achane and Waddle in return. I am totally cool with that. I honestly like it. There's obviously volatility with Achane. There clearly is with CMC right now. And then you get Waddle as opposed to Godwin. I like Godwin a lot. I prefer Waddle. And Swift and Eckler right now, it's kind of looking like a wash. So yeah. I'll go with the Achane and Waddle side there.
Yeah, and I actually got an offer this week in a league. I have Christian McCaffrey. I think it's the Domain Silver League, and it was Christian McCaffrey for Achane straight up. And I just can't do that yet. But like when you're adding on these other assets, like Waddle, and then getting from, you also get an Eckler back. Obviously, you're giving up Swift. I'm totally good with that trade. I that may be controversial, but I think it's fine at this point. So. Yep. Dylan, appreciate your super chat, man. Hey, guys, half PPR. I traded Christian McCaffrey. Lots of Christian McCaffrey trades right now, man. Holy smokes. Traded Christian McCaffrey and Keon Coleman for Marvin Harrison Jr. and Rachaad White. What are your thoughts? So, obviously, you're taking CMC over Marv, and you're taking Rachaad White over Keon Coleman. You essentially kind of flipped your build from a hero running back to a hero wide receiver here. And honestly, this one I'm less convinced about than I am the Achane one, but I think it's going to come down to what Marvin Harrison Jr. does this season. You're betting, and it could be a good bet that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to come back strong, rebound, have a good showing in his rookie year. If he does, you won this trade. If he does not, then I could see it biting you in the butt. But in a half PPR league again, it's going to be close. I mean, in startup terms, you would have, would have been probably an even trade. So we'll see. I think you're betting on Marv. So
yeah, I probably would have just stuck with CMC for a little bit longer there. See how long this injury lasts. That's just me. But I get the idea there. Yeah. Appreciate your super chat. John King 5 says 12-team PPR, 1 QB, 1 flex. No flex. Starting AJ Brown, Rashee Rice, Kyron, Jordan Mason. Should I start James Cook or DJ Moore? When in doubt, go with the running back over the receiver. I'm going to go with James Cook this week because the Bears did start slow, and they've got a Sunday night matchup this week against Houston. So I'm going to go with James Cook. I think, he's playing tonight, playing the Dolphins defense. The Dolphins defense is not super hot right now, so I will lean the running back there.
Yeah, I think I just go. You're starting. You got Kyron. You got AJ Brown and Rashee. I also lean the running back. So appreciate it, man. Zach, thanks for your super chat, man. It's a 12-team half PPR league. Should I trade away Jordan Mason to get Jerome Ford? Honestly, Achane, Mostert, Mason, Corman, Ray Davis. I honestly don't. I feel like a couple weeks of Jordan Mason production is worth just not getting a Jerome Ford. You've got Achane and Mostert. You've got Mason to plug in. Now the nice thing is when Jerome Ford were to come back, you would be able to start him on a week-to-week basis, whereas with Jordan Mason, if Christian McCaffrey were to come back, you can't do that. And because Corum is not startable, Ray Davis is not startable, and Achane and Mostert aren't ideal, so he would be getting a second running back there. Does that change your opinion at all?
I'm still going to... I'm going to stick with Jordan Mason, yeah.
I think you stick with Jordan Mason in this trade and maybe try to get a better deal done.
Get a little more. Because, from the other trade scenarios we're seeing, it looks like you can get some better deals than that.
I think so, too. So, appreciate it. Like I said, guys, you can follow the link up here that I pinned in the comments section to get your question answered on the site, which is cool, and we can look at your whole team and all that. But as you can see, we're also answering super chats, and so that's probably what we're going to do up until... Yeah, appreciate it. Actually, I've actually got it, if you want to just copy and paste it. But
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing this for a while. So like I said, you can do one of those two things. We'll get your question answered. But Mark, appreciate it. Trade Mason for Pollard. No, Mason and Pollard for Josh Jacobs. Wow. Yes. 100% I'm doing that. 100% I'm doing that. Mm-hmm. You are really increasing your upside there. So I really like that trade. Yeah. PPR Jacobs or Monty this week. I have Mason. It's the Bucks for the Lions, and for the Packers, it's the Colts, man. I mean, yes. I lean, take the running back against the Colts and start your best running back there and start Josh Jacobs. Thoughts?
Especially since he's not splitting a backfield.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think you got to give the edge to Jacobs there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiop says Kirk, Ridley, Madison, or Gabe Davis in the flex. I'll go with the best quarterback situation there. I'll go with Christian Kirk in the flex.
Yeah,
Ridley is my second option there, but you got to start Christian Kirk over Gabe Davis, just because of the type of wide receiver that he is, safer slot wide receiver. Madison's probably my second or last option there, second to last or last option, but Kirk's gonna be my pick there for your flex.
I think Kirk is my pick this week too. Even though we had him as a sit, we had him and Ridley both as sits, so it doesn't really matter. City Boys, what's up? Appreciate it. Javonte Williams for Zach Moss. I would probably take Zach Moss at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got Zach Moss rest of season ranked higher. So that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel about that situation right now.
Yep. It's real nice.
Yeah. Nathan, you got this one.
Yeah, David says, my team after CMC trade, 12-man PPR, 2-keeper, Achane, Mostert, Wright, Eckler, Diggs, Devonta Smith, Waddle, Gabe Davis, Ray Davis, Higgins, Judy, Odunze, and Shakir. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid build overall. And you got Waddle at the wide receiver position as your top wide receiver now instead of Devonta Smith and Diggs. Now you're able to get Waddle to pair with those guys. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's really nice.
Yeah, I like that too. For sure. A 12-man PPR. For sure.
Yep, Siobhan, CMC, and Pat Mahomes owner. Sorry. I was like, Pat McAfee.
What other Pat M do you know, Nathan?
Pat McAfee, come on.
Oh, my gosh.
Jaden Daniels and Mason for Mahomes. Ooh. Getting a rushing upside QB and a temporary A-tier running back, giving up Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll probably hold Mahomes.
I'd probably hold Mahomes as well there. Yeah.
Jaden Daniels' production week 1 looked a lot better on paper than it actually did in the game.
Yeah.
Those rushing touchdowns were all garbage time touchdowns when the Bucs were just letting them get whatever they wanted because they kicked their butts. So Daniel still has a long way to go, and I think his consistent production isn't gonna really come until probably the second half of the season. So
yeah,
stick with Mahomie. Yep.
Would you flip Mason for Rashad full PPR? Absolutely, I would do that.
Yes,
100%. Appreciate you, Brendan. That's a for sure.
Yep.
Rocky says, should I start McConkey over Amari and likely over Kincaid? So McConkey over Amari. Who did we have ranked higher this week? I don't remember.
Well, let me go check real quick.
I was gonna say, I think we still have Amari ranked higher.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't blame you if you want to go McConkey there. And likely over Kincaid. We have Kincaid higher still, so I would start Kincaid. But McConkey and Amari, I think we have Amari ranked higher still.
Yeah, so we've got Ladd at wide receiver. What in the world? 41. And then we've got Amari at wide receiver. Oh, these are projected. My bad. Consensus, we've got Amari Cooper 24th. Ladd McConkey, we've got 33. Yeah. 34. So Amari over Ladd technically, but that one's up to you. No, I think we view him. I would go
Ladd. I'd go Ladd.
Yeah.
That's what I lean like closer to the week. So start Shakir or Ramondre over DK this week. I would do DK over Shakir and then Ramondre. Who do they have again? What's that matchup? I don't remember.
New England's. Oh, shoot. I just saw this today. They've got crud. Who do they have?
They play
Patriots
the Seahawks.
They
play the Hawks, and that line is really low. Honestly, so they're playing each other. I'd probably take DK over those guys, I think.
Yeah.
So appreciate it, Tyler. Trappin87, what's up? Trade London and Cook for Devonta Smith and Kenneth Walker in PPR. Honestly, that seems like a really fair trade to me. Really fair. Nathan, do you have a preference there?
Not really.
Okay.
Sorry, where are you at again?
Trappin87.
Gotcha. I was flipping over to the site. That's why. Because we got some side questions left, but
yeah, we got to switch back over. I'm trying to get through these.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think, PPR league, Cook probably has a little bit more receiving upside than Kenneth Walker, so I'd probably just hold there.
London's higher upside. Devonta Smith safer.
Yeah. Puka worthy for Marvin Harrison Jr. and Neighbors. Wow. I'd probably take the rookies there. What do you think? I mean, you're essentially getting.
I feel like you kind of have to.
Yeah, I feel like you take the rookies.
I don't like it, but I feel like you have to. If you can get those guys and then flip one of them, because I don't like you having two rookies as your top two wide receivers that you're starting every week. So
yeah, I don't know.
But you've got more value there. So
I think you've got a lot more value. Jacobs or Kenneth Walker full PPR for the week. I would go
Jacobs.
Yeah, I think
Walker's banged up and he's going against the Patriots defense. So
yeah, for sure. You want to take Denton's real quick?
Yeah, flex. JWJ.
Jeff Wilson.
Right. And okay, it's Jeff Wilson Jr. That's okay. I was like, what's the J?
Yeah.
Jalen Wright or Demarcus Robinson. Achane is RB2 with Bijan RB1. I'll probably go with the experienced. Oh, do I really want to put Achane with Jalen Wright? Because you're kind of capping your ceiling there. Do you want to try it out with Demarcus Robinson? I mean, Jalen, because Achane's banged up. You have to start Achane.
I think you start.
Jeff Wilson actually might get some usage. Go Jeff Wilson.
I think you go Jeff Wilson. Yeah. I mean, so here's one thing I will tell you guys right now. A lot of people are assuming that it's going to be Jalen Wright that gets the most carries tonight. If both those guys aren't to go tonight, it's going to be Jeff Wilson.
Yeah.
It will be.
Yeah.
So, Wright will get some work, but he's playing. But Ethan, appreciate you, man. Yeah. Can you rate my team?
Ethan.
Who should I flex on the bench? You've got Caleb Williams, Breece Hall, Gibbs, Garrett, Wilson, Flowers, and a 12-team. What in the world? Parkinson, Najee, Stevenson, Sutton, Higgins, Downs, and you've got Puka. Dang, my gosh, dude, that's a crazy team. On the bench of those guys, if Higgins plays, it's Higgins, but Higgins is probably not playing. I go Ramondre Stevenson there. You agree?
Yes, completely agree.
Good deal. We're gonna switch over real quick and do just a few site questions, and then all these super chats you guys just submitted, we'll get them answered within the next 5 minutes. So, let's see. These are the ones that were submitted during the live stream, so I want to do these first. This is Goddard and Reed for Drake London and Trey McBride. Half PPR. London McBride.
London and McBride.
That's not even close. Yeah.
No.
I agree with that. Nah, that's a smash, dude. You got to take that. So
easy.
Great trade for you. And then this one, assuming that Achane plays. Okay, so this is a start sit. He's got two flexes here. So let's fill this in. Worthy, Charbonnet, Thomas, Zay, London, Amari Cooper, and Jordan Mason. This is a good set of flex spots, man. I would probably go Drake London first.
You got to go London.
And then I think
then I think it's Flowers.
I think that's what I want to do here too. So
yeah. I love the rookies there.
Yeah, I do too. But I think you just go safety there. So
yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys submitting through the site. Like I said, we can answer that way too, and it looks a little bit better, but we're getting bombarded over here. So, George, Keon was dropped. Do I tank this week for him? No, don't. I mean, it's tempting, and I can see why. That's crazy that he was dropped, but don't tank a team or don't tank a week. You got to win.
Who did that?
That's crazy.
Is this like an 8-team format or something?
I don't know, man. Should I start sit Achane or Mason, Dobbins or Jones? Achane first for sure, and then Jones is Aaron Jones, and I would go Aaron Jones.
Yes,
for sure. Appreciate your super chat, Robert. Thanks for joining us.
Xavier says Xavier. Cook and Monty for Kyron Williams. Kyron.
Yeah, Kyron. Upside play for sure.
Yeah. Unless it's like a super abnormally deep league, you got to go with Kyron. Cody says traded Brian Thomas Jr., Flowers, and Pat Fryermuth for Laporta in a 12-team PPR. I probably just would have gone with Brian Thomas Jr. and Flowers there. I like Laporta, but I think you saw in week 1, I mean, any given week, Laporta is going to lay a dud and be kind of a mediocre producing tight ends. And Brian Thomas Jr. and Flowers, like, unless they're on your bench all the time and you're just playing upside and trying to get a better tight ends and you don't ever have the chance to start Brian Thomas Jr. and Flowers, then I guess you could take Laporta, but I'm going to give the edge to the receiver package there. Personally.
I think there's still a chance you win that trade. I think after week 1, it looks like you wanted the package.
Definitely a chance.
But I don't think it's a bad trade. It depends on the rest of your team, honestly, but it's kind of an either or trade. Surge, appreciate you, man. Start 3 full PPR. This is DK, Tank Dell, Brian Robinson, Maserati Marv, or Zay Flowers. All right. Tank Dell, Marv, and you doing Flowers or DK? Did we have DK ranked higher than Tank Dell this week? I think we did.
I'll go DK.
So which 3 are you going? DK, Marv, and Zay? Or are we putting Tank in there for somebody?
Yeah.
DK, Marv, and Zay?
DK, Marv, and Zay.
I think that's what I have to go. I think that's what our rankings suggest too. So
yeah. We have Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs back-to-back, or at least I do in mine.
Yeah. All right,
I think it's kind of a toss-up. Yeah. 44 says 10-team, half PPR, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. Allen, Bijan, Garrett Wilson, Waddle, Dell, Brian Thomas, McBride just sent Jacobs, Mason, and Worthy for Gibbs and Higgins. Bench wide receivers are now Reed and Higgins. Nice job. I still, in a vacuum, I still prefer Higgins over Xavier Worthy, even with Higgins starting the season slow, not on the field. And then Gibbs over Jacobs and Mason by a mile. So
I agree.
I think that was a good move.
Yep, I think it's a great move. Good job, man. Appreciate
if you can get it done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Money Mitch, appreciate you, man. Adams and Aaron Jones for Kyron Williams. Pollard, Warren, Zeke, Wright. You've got Dell, Wilson, DK, Godwin, and Odunze. Oh, man, I am tempted to do that, honestly. Actually, I am doing that. I don't know about you, Nate, but I'm doing that. I feel like his wide receivers are good enough. Dell, Wilson, DK, and Godwin. That's 4 startable wide receivers every week. You're starting at this point, Pollard and one of Warren or Ezekiel Elliott. So you go from having to do that to starting Kyron Williams. So
I'm still going to go with the Devontae and Aaron Jones side.
Interesting.
Personally.
All right. Money Mitch, we're split on that one. So go with your gut, my friend. My current wide receivers are Kupp, Rice, and Hill. And this was, this might have been.
Yeah, this is from the Brian Thomas Jr. Flowers and Muth for Laporta.
You know, that makes it a lot better.
The Laporta deal.
That makes it a lot better. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just depends on the team, and so since you're stacked at wide receiver there, you do it. Especially, with BJJ and Flowers, these guys could have limited ceiling, so I like it. Great stuff.
Right.
Thanks for the context. That really helps. Mark, appreciate you, man. Half PPR, flex 2. Singletary, Adonai, or Jeff Wilson or Wright. I'm going Jeff Wilson there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Jeff Wilson there as well.
Highest upside, probably highest floor, especially since Raheem Mostert's not playing, so.
Adonai Mitchell would actually be my second choice there. Because in half PPR, you're not requiring a ton of volume, but I mean, he was getting some nice outside targets there, and if they had actually been accurate, He would have had a lot of points week 1, and they don't have a bad matchup this week against Green Bay. So
yeah,
second option there if you're scared of Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, let's go to him
not him.
Go ahead, Nate.
Flex Jeff Wilson or Singletary full PPR. Second flex is JMO. Jeff Wilson. I think that's going to be if you're looking at guys in that tier, Singletary, we're not too big on Singletary. Horrible offense. Got to go with the running back in the better offense.
Yeah, I think you go with Jeff Wilson there for sure. I think and we didn't rank him this way because we weren't going to account for injury, but I think that if Wilson plays tonight, he's probably a top 20 running back for the week. So that's where I'm at with Jeff Wilson. Again, it's just like Jordan Mason stepping into the 49ers role. Like anybody in that type of offense is going to be productive. And Wilson was, the third leading snap guy last week. So let's go to Mike. Mike traded Dubs and a second for Hawk, needed a tight end. That's a huge dub. And it's a dynasty league, getting a second. I mean, that's not even relatively close. So great trade. I really like that. And way to buy low on a guy that's not playing right away, but still does have a ton of value in that type of format. So
yes,
I love it, man.
J Dub says trade Purdy and Mark Andrews or Goddard for Kyler. I'd trade Purdy and Goddard for Kyler, not Andrews.
Purdy and Goddard is what I do Purdy and Goddard. I agree with you.
Yep.
Now
don't move Andrews though.
The problem with Andrews is being valued ahead of Kyler, and so you're essentially after 1 week saying I'm forfeiting Andrews' value and
right. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the up tier unless you're really getting a good value in there. So, and I think you would be if you gave up Purdy and Goddard. So
yeah.
All right, agreed. And then Sean flex 2, Marvin Harrison Jr., Dobbins, Brian Robinson, full point PPR. I'm going Dobbins and Harrison.
I'm actually going to go. What are their matchups this week? I'm going to go Marvin B-Rob, I think.
I mean, Dobby plays the Panthers.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Washington has.
Which I think we had. I think we did have Brian Robinson ahead of J.K. Dobbins this week, which is probably. Maybe they were the same tier, but that might have been a little bit of a mistake, honestly. I probably wasn't fully taking into account how good of a matchup it is for Dobbins, so. But
yeah,
are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Clark, appreciate you, man. Malik, Bo, Nix, Cousins, or Minshew in my super flex. Malik Willis.
Cousins.
Yeah, I think you
don't start Malik Willis.
No, I think you still go Cousins there.
As much as we like to crap on the Colts and their defense, I think Malik Willis is really, really bad.
Famous last words.
Like he's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mad Max, appreciate you, man. Half PPR. Who to start? Chase Brown, Greg Dortch, or Tyler Johnson. Nathan's probably going to say Tyler Johnson here because he dropped half of his free agent budget on him. So.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
I was like, I'm going to do a reaction to that for the Flock League video for week 2, and then I was like, you know what? I need to wait until we see what Tyler Johnson actually does week 2, and then I'm going to go off on everyone if he goes off.
Yeah, well, that's a big if, dude.
I just overestimated what people were going to pay for him. I thought people were going to try and leverage me.
I honestly would have been overestimating too had I been bidding. So, anyways, my start 2 here are going to be Chase Brown 1 and then Greg Dortch 2. Honestly, I'd start those guys over Tyler Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, you got Kenny's.
Start 3, J. Jeff Neighbors, Godwin, Tank. I'm going J. Jeff, Godwin, Tank.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Pretty well on Neighbors this week.
Has nothing to do with Neighbors, the player. It's just Tank's got a good matchup. Godwin's a beast. Jefferson's a beast, right? So
yes.
Good question. Good problem to have. And if your gut says, I want to go Neighbors, that's fine. That's fine. Start 2, McMillan, Leggett.
It'd be nice to have JJ on your team.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, Nathan and I made a trade day that broke the Flock League, and so the video should be out tomorrow, I think, but you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll love part of it. McMillan, Leggett, Moss, Kate Otten, tight end premium, 2 point tight end premium. I'm still not going Otten. McMillan. No. This is Zach Moss. Zach Moss for sure. Zach Moss and McMillan are my picks.
Yep.
What do you think?
Moss and
Yeah.
McMillan for me.
Okay.
If you want to go Otton, I understand it, but it's not like Otton's some crazy volume commander, right? I mean, it's gonna be McMillan, Godwin, and Mike Evans before it's Otton.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that too. So.
Yeah.
All right, did you get a super chat from Brian? Do you see Brian's question?
Not yet. You want to go do some site ones real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll come right back. Again, we're answering all of the questions. You can go to the link that I have pinned up top to get a question answered through the site, which we're going to show you right now. Or you can drop a super chat, and we can answer it there. But let's answer a couple site questions real quick. This is a Dynasty trade question. This is going to be Jordan Mason, Braylon Allen, and Mark Andrews for Chig and DK. I'd probably just take... Honestly, it's Mark Andrews for DK, in my opinion.
Right.
Which one you like?
Plus the leverage of Jordan Mason.
Mark Andrews, then. I'm just gonna say hold.
Oh,
so he says he has Trey McBride. He has Trey McBride. So I would take DK.
Take DK then, because that's a fair deal.
Yeah, no,
I have no issue with you taking DK.
I think it's fair. So
I was almost gonna say DK anyways.
I almost was too.
So yeah, I don't have an issue with that at all.
Okay, it's Justin Fields versus Tua at quarterback. It's not showing up. I don't know why. Must not have linked his team. And then Ayuk versus Reed. Okay, so this is going to be Ayuk. Can I search here? And it won't let me do that because his team's not linked. Okay. I'm just going to press confirm. And then I'm going to go into, and I'm going to say Ayuk. And what was the other one?
Tua or Fields.
Yeah.
It's Tua.
He said, I said, we'll hit this on tonight's Steam. And he said, can I get a link? I've never used Steam. Yes, because I'm an idiot. That's why. All right, we got one more over here. This is a Dynasty question as well.
If he was just trolling you, that would have been so funny.
Ramondre or Calvin Ridley in a fourth.
What is the Steam that you speak of?
What is Steam? Oh, Steam is like a gaming streaming platform. So, which side are you taking here, Dynasty? Ramondre or Calvin Ridley?
Ramondre.
I'd go Ramondre as well.
Yep.
He needs wide receiver depth, but I don't think.
They both have contract insulation, but Ramondre is just the hotter name right now because of his week 1 production, and I have no issue with you taking him there.
If you can get Mike Evans or something back, like a Mike Evans and a Malachi Corley, I'm doing that. So cool. Yeah. All right, we're caught up over here now. Now let's go back over here. If you got some super chats to answer, so we'll do these real quick. Victor traded Devontae Adams for Ayuk. Am I cooked? No, you're fine. You're fine. It's a lateral move, but you're fine. Nate?
Yeah. I think no. I think you're totally fine.
I think he's fine.
I'm not worried about that at all.
There's our boy Weapon X. 12-team redraft. Nico for Jerome Ford and Ayuk. Honestly, Ayuk and Nico are so close. So
I just take Nico. Yeah.
I think it's fair, so I think I'll go with what Nathan says and say Nico there. My boy Serge, rate my team full PPR Superflex. You got Kyler Stroud, Superflex, looking really good there. That's a great. So you give you an 8 at quarterback. You got Marv, Metcalf, Flowers, Dell, and Ladd. That's like a 7 at wide receiver. I feel like. Yes. You've got Pacheco, Gibbs, Robinson Jr., Chase Brown. That's like probably an 8. An 8, yeah. And then you've got Ferguson and Parkinson, which is a solid 6 or 7. So overall, that's like a 7.
Ferguson's going to be out for a while. Sprained MCL.
Okay. Yeah, but he's got Park. Park's good.
Yeah, but again, like it's not an elite tight end, so it's probably like a 4.
Nathan is so much more rude when he grades teams than me. Overall, it's like a 7.77 or something. 7.78 probably. You know, I mean that's what I'm going with. So.
Right.
Don't you think you'd be like, no, it's a 0.1. Whatever. That's a good team, Serge. I like it, man. I think you're good with Park too. Ryder Javante this week. I hate to break it to you guys, but I don't think that Wright gets enough usage to be productive tonight.
Probably Javante.
I'd go Javante, man. I know I think people are going to be disappointed when they see that it's going to be Achane, who plays probably, and then Jeff Wilson, and then Wright might get a couple carries.
I mean, Wright's he's just been activated because Mostert's out. He wasn't even activated last week, so
yeah, right.
Yeah, he's not expecting much from him this week.
I'll let you take Brian's.
Yeah, so Brian says Lamb and Debo starting, flex Waddle or Godwin. Oh, I'm gonna go with Waddle. I'll go with the better receiver. Got the safer floor with Godwin. He did really well last week. It did take 37 points and 4 passing touchdowns from Baker for Godwin to do that with Evans producing. So I'll just go with Waddle.
Yeah, I agree. All right, cool. So we did get another site question. Let's check over here. Like I said, you guys can submit through the pinned link or you can submit for Super Chats. But this is a trade. Okay, cool. It says tight end gets 1.04 points. Everybody else gets 0.7. That is quite the obscure scoring settings there. But that is a big bonus for tight end premium. It's essentially times 2. I'm assuming that means 1.4, but maybe not. Maybe it does mean 1.04. Marv, Laporta, and Purdy for... This isn't even... Oh, Jefferson. Never mind. I was like about to say it's not even close. But honestly, you know what, though? I would take... in Dynasty, 12 team. It's a 1 QB, though.
Oh, and a 1 QB. Then Purdy and Lawrence is a wash.
Purdy and Lawrence is a wash. Fant doesn't matter.
You're essentially looking at JJ
I'm taking
greater than Marv,
side.
Laporta greater than Brian Thomas Jr., Noah Fant in a second by a lot. So probably just take the Marv and Laporta side.
You got to hold, man. Now, we can add something for you here, I think. Your team's not linked, so I can't. But if I could see the rest of your team, I would. But no, I'm not. I'm going to hold there for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I agree.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for submitting. Let me know if you got a follow-up question on that. All right, cool. Boone. Nathan, I'll let you take this one. Super chat.
Yes. We've got... there we go. Start Keon tonight or questionable neighbors. Also, Nico is questionable now. I did not know that.
I didn't know that. Frick.
That's got to be a low-key questionable, right? Maybe he had like a limited
practice
practice today or something. I'm going to go with Keon tonight. I know there's some matchup questions with like who's Ramsey going to be on.
I think so too.
But I can't trust anyone in New York right now.
Oh, it's an illness for Collins, so
he'll be fine.
So I would probably start Keon Coleman, honestly.
Yes.
Hot take, I know.
Going Keon.
I'm starting Keon tonight in the Flock League. So Marvin Harrison Jr. and Nico Collins for JJ. I would hold. I'd hold. You have Rice and Debo. I'd hold. I would take, unless you're getting the package. I want the Marv side and the Nico side there.
I want Marv and Nico.
Yeah. I think that's the best value. Michael, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for your super chat. If you got a question, let us know.
Yes.
What's up, Chef? Good to see you, buddy.
I'm scrolling up to see if he has one. He does not.
Okay. Booty Clap King. Well, we appreciate it, Michael. Booty Clap King says, my parlay, I bet Madison would get a touchdown. Am I cooked? Yeah, probably. I don't think he does, but
never bet on a subpar player getting a
subpar backup running back on a terrible offense
getting a touchdown. Right?
But if he does hit, though, I'm sure that the parlay will return on investment by quite a lot.
Yes,
just given how we think about that. So Michael says J.K. Dobbins or Jeff Wilson if Achane starts. If Achane starts, I probably go Dobbins.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But it's close. I'd probably just still go Dobbins. So cool.
Agreed.
All right, let me make sure we don't have any site submissions. We do not. We're through all those questions. Sweet. And we're through all of our super chats. All right, y'all. Like I said, you can drop super chat. We have a lot of comments that we didn't get answered. We probably won't be able to answer all these guys. I'm sorry. But, yeah, you can go over to the site, get your questions answered. Tonight we got the Bills-Dolphins. I think Achane is going to play. I I'm interested to see Keon Coleman in his second game ever. That's probably what I'm most excited for because I think they're going to pass the ball a lot more in this game. And honestly, I think this is going to be an entertaining game. I'm excited for this one.
I hope so. Generally, Bills and Dolphins games are very entertaining.
Yeah, Booty Cloud King says his parlay is 100 for 1,000. Yeah, that's what I figured. Or 10 for 1,000. Sorry, my bad. That's a lot. Yeah, A-Chain's sleeper projection just went up. I think A-Chain's going to play tonight. So that's my 2 cents on the situation. But we'll see. I want to see if Kenneth Walker practiced today, so I'm going to check that real quick. Probably hasn't come out yet. What the heck? Kenneth Walker. If he doesn't practice... Okay, it hasn't come out yet. I need Kenneth Walker to play this week, guys. Holy smokes. I need Kenneth Walker to play this week.
Yeah, you just moved Kyron.
Yeah.
Is Kenneth, like, highly questionable?
I think so. I mean, he just didn't practice yesterday, which is the first day of practice, but...
Tell you what, man, that's always been his issue. It's not can he produce, it's can he be on the field.
I know. Well,
and it's the same stuff. It's the abdominal stuff. Like, it's crazy.
You guys make sure, drop a like while you're here. We have 132 likes. We'd appreciate it if we get that up to about 200. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. We're getting up there, right? We get over 12.5 now. We're getting close. We're going to close in on 13. Let's see if we can get 20K this year, right? Well, I mean, we'll shoot for the stars. It's our second year doing this, but we'd appreciate it if you like the show, you enjoy the production, you enjoy the content, you enjoy the quality, that you would subscribe.
Yeah.
That shows us that we're doing something right. But like I said, you can jump the line, get your questions answered on the side, or you can drop a super chat. I will answer some questions as we get them in from the chat. But G16, what's up, my friend? PPR redraft. Should I trade Debo, Likely, Spears, and Jordan Mason for Andrews, Swift, and Garrett Wilson? Yes. I don't want to add Mason. Yes, I'm doing that. I mean, it's Debo to Garrett Wilson, which I feel like that's a slight upgrade. Likely and Spears for Andrews. And Mason is for Swift as an upgrade. I mean, you could probably look at this as Mason and Spears for Swift, and you win that. Andrews and Likely, lateral, if not slight Andrews probably, and then Wilson is a slight increase over Debo, so I would take that. Nathan, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the side that has the best player, and probably go. Oh gosh. Yeah, probably go Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact about Swift yet. I think he'll be okay.
Best fantasy app, by the way, is Sleeper. So I did see somebody ask. They couldn't. I think they said they couldn't submit, but I think it was somebody who actually got their question in. So I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. This guy wants you. A guy on the right. I'm assuming that's you since you're on the right this time. Licks dog's tongue right, as promised.
That was totally you.
No, I think it was you. I think you should do that.
When did I promise that?
I don't know. I mean, you do it.
If you can find where I promised that and show me, then we can talk. But
yeah.
I mean, someone else said guy on the left has sad eyes, and I was like, there's no way he's talking about you.
Sad eyes.
Oh, yeah, man. Sad eyes.
I don't feel like I have sad eyes.
That's got to be me. I'm always the sad eye.
I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy dude, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I just wanted to reinforce something.
What?
While we were on the stream, since everyone is lighting me up about this trade that I made in the Flock League.
I'm going to drop the link to the Flock League so they can subscribe real quick.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I just was running numbers, punching numbers, and just got a really basic, simple finding that I thought was really interesting. So I don't really know what the big deal is here. What's the big deal? I understand J. Jeff is the best wide receiver in the NFL. We're playing for production. This is not a celebrity contest. This is not a celebrity contest.
You seem like you're coping.
If we were doing based off of the best receivers in the NFL, then Devontae Adams would be going in the top 5 of your fantasy draft. But he's not.
You should.
There's a reason. There's a reason they let me. There's a reason they let JJ fall to me at the 10th pick.
All right. You should definitely record that for the video too.
Hollis, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Okay, good. Jeff Wilson, Javonte, Keon, or JSN. Start 2 here. I'm going Keon, and honestly, Jeff Wilson or JSN if Achane plays. Probably Jeff Wilson. I don't know, though. I think I lean Keon and Jeff Wilson here. And it gives you something to root for tonight, too, so that's fun.
Yeah, or you could do Keon and JSN is my close other option. I might prefer JSN over Jeff Wilson. Is that bad? Yeah, it probably is.
I don't know if it is, though.
Actually, you can go together. You can go with your preference. You can go with JSN or Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, yeah. I just don't want Javonte out of that group. So, appreciate it, man. Thanks for super chat. Everybody's asking what the trade. Everybody's asking what the trade was. I'm not gonna spoil it. Go subscribe to the Flock League.
We can't spoil it, guys. You will know immediately when it comes out. There's gonna be a premiere. You'll be able to see it tomorrow morning. I'm either gonna get absolutely cooked, which is not either. I'm gonna get absolutely cooked for this trade.
You're getting cooked.
And so be it.
Honestly, I'm not
the
gonna
channel.
lie. Yeah, it's whatever. I get why you did it. So I just will never let you live it down if I win. Should I start Marv or Lad?
If you win, you'll never let me live it down. That is correct.
Should I start Marv or Lad?
Here's the thing.
We got a super chat, buddy.
I was already screwed.
Should I start Marv or Lad and then Kincaid or Likely? Kincaid and then Marv or Lad, I'd probably still go Marvin Harrison.
I'd probably still go Marv.
Yeah, you've got to, I think, at least this week. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kincaid should do well tonight.
Yeah, I think so too.
Knock on wood.
I think he'll do.
Knock on my wooden table.
Right. Yes. Way to specify there.
Definitely
Castro
not me
Raider.
Trying to validate my Kincaid takes.
Right. Yeah. We would never do that. Trade Likely for Chase or Bowers for Dell.
Have Mark Andrews.
Likely for Chase. Jamar Chase? Bowers for Dell, I would take. Likely for Chase. Castro.
Are you getting Jamar Chase?
Are you talking about Chase Brown? Is there a Chase tight end? Surely it's not Isaiah Likely for Jamar Chase.
If you're getting Jamar Chase,
what league do you play in? Yeah, that's what I want.
Please invite me.
Yeah. Let me know, Castro. Let me know who the Chase you're referring to is. I'm getting Jamar Chase.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Please accept it now.
Go do that right now. And take Bowers for Dell. I mean, I guess you feel like you have to keep Bowers there, but you have Mark Andrews. Take both of the trades. Can you take both of them? Traded for Chase. Good job, man. I know everybody is. What's up, SMS Gaming? Good to see you, buddy. Everybody is as surprised, I think, as I am about that. That will get vetoed. I don't see a lot of vetoes, but that one might get vetoed. Yeah, I think you're right. But you can try it, right? If you play in a league where they're not going to veto it, then you do it. That's crazy, man. Week 1. All right. Drop a like, y'all. If we get to 200 likes, I'll answer as many as these non-super chats that I can. That's my promise to you. Forgot to say my league is standard scoring, still the same. Let me check for you, Hollis. I want to make sure I'm right. Standard scoring, you probably do want to lean running backs there. So I would go Jeff Wilson and Keon. That locks it in for me. So
yeah.
Lewis says 12-team half-point PPR. How can I solve my running back 2 issue? Mahomes, Hall, Javonte, Nico, London, Rice, Godwin, Andrews. You've got Brian Thomas Jr. You've got Javonte Williams, Sharps, and Wicks. So you've got Nico, London, Rice, Godwin. You've got Andrews. So, okay. Running back 2 issue here is going to be solved by down tiering from Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you pretty much, when in doubt and you need somebody startable at one of those positions, you've got to go down tier from one of the top players you have. And so I look at Nico, I look at London, I look at Rice. I don't really want to trade those guys if I don't have to. Andrews was my next candidate.
Or down tiering from Brees.
I don't think I would. I think I'd hold Brees. I think I'd rather just do Mahomes and go get, like, I don't know, Rashad White, right? I mean, plus a lot. I mean,
you could do that.
Rashad White and, just punt quarterback. By the way, my punt quarterback, I was the last person to pick a quarterback in the Flock League, and I got Jade Daniels, and it looks really good. So, boom. All right. Our boy, Nathan, you got this one.
Yep, Anakin Women and the Children to Skywalker says, new trade on the table. My Tyreek and Moss for his Brees and Pittman. Wide receivers are Ayuk, Rice, McLaurin, formerly known as 2-Point Terry, Allen, and Coleman. Running backs are Pacheco, Ford, and Moss. Huh. I'll go with Brees and Pittman there.
I think I'm going to go Brees and Pittman as well.
I think the gap between
Brees and
Pittman and
Tyreek
Moss is too significant. Brees and Tyreek are kind of going back-to-back right now. So, I mean, Brees is going as high as a 104.
None of these guys really have injury risk or anything. You got Pacheco, so you'd start Pacheco and Brees. You would start Pittman, Ayuk, Rice. You've got the upside with Ayuk, safety with Rice, upside with Coleman. I would try to move off of McLaurin if I were you. You get somebody with higher upside, but
Yep.
Parkinson or Likely? I think we had them in the same tier, right?
I prefer Likely. You've got Parkinson.
Same tier though. So I honestly don't care. Like, I think both of them are good starts. I lean Parkinson just because he is the tight end one.
I think Likely's riskier. Parkinson is probably going to be a bit safer. His ceiling obviously not going to be as high as Likely's. So
yeah, I agree with that analysis of that.
If you want to go with the ceiling play, go with Likely.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Drop a like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Answering all super chats today. We've got a lot of them, so.
Superlative.
But we are caught up right now. I'm going to check the, there's a super chat, and I'll answer that in just a second. I'm just going to check the site, make sure nobody submitted on the site. You can also submit.
We're good.
Okay, cool.
We're good.
Awesome. Good. Lido, what's up? Smashed Watson for Mark Andrews in a Dynasty tiered PPR. Watson. Which side did you get, Lido? And you want to grade. And which Watson and which side did you get? I'm curious. Anakin thinks you won. Are you getting Andrews? If you get Andrews, that's a dub. That's where I'm at too, I think. But I want to see who it is.
Yeah, Andrews.
Christian Watson for Mark Andrews. And you got Andrews. Congratulations. That's
nice.
That's an A. That's an A. I won't give it an A+. It's not like you ran away and fleeced the guy, but like it's a really good trade. A+.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yep.
C-Post.
C-Post says, what running back should I trade for with what running back should I try to trade for with Likely? Try to get one of those mid-tier guys. Try to go for like a Pollard, Aaron Jones type guy. Is that too low? Should you try for higher?
No, I like it. I think that's good.
Those are the type of guys that I go in that range.
I think if you got that, you'd be happy with it. So,
yeah, yep. Manicole says, Dynasty question: should I trade Daniels in the 26 first for Caleb and Diggs? 1 QB, full PPR, 2 flex. My current best flex option is JSN. You're contending this year. Let's not trade the 26 first.
No, I think we just hold there.
Let's stick with Daniels there. I mean, there is an off chance that Daniels is in the same tier, if not more valuable than Caleb at the end of the year, just because of his rushing upside.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Eddie J says, what's up, Keon or Demarcus Robinson, standard league? Keon.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Keon. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Matthew says, check Discord. I've got Discord up. And I'm assuming you're Matty Ice. Would you put any of these guys in your last flex spot over Pat Freiermuth? 2-point tight end premium for tight ends. So Freiermuth is the guy right now. Freiermuth's in a pretty heavy committee right now. Any of these guys in your last flex spot? You've got the best options here, Nathan, are going to be Addison, Yoshivas, He's got McCaffrey, but obviously that's not happening. Ty Chandler, Michael Wilson, Tyjae Spears. Any of those guys are fine with. I think I'm going Tyjae there. Yeah.
Yeah, because Addison's not starting.
Yeah.
Or he's probably not going to play. So.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep. All right.
Yep, you out? All right. Nathan's leaving, so it's just going to be Avery right now. All right. So I'm still staying here. Going to answer your questions. So make sure you, like I said, drop any you got here. But make sure this is all switched over. There we go. We should be good to go. Music back on. Cool. I can take these off now too. All right. It says Addison isn't planning on playing, and that's what I figured. So Tyjae is going to be my guy. All right, y'all. Any more questions you got, drop them in here. You can go to the site. You can do super chat, whatever. But I'll sit here and answer questions as long as you guys need. Comp, appreciate it, man. Thanks for your super chat. Should I try to trade Eckler, JSN, Romo Dunze for Josh Jacobs? My running backs are Achane, Eckler, Bigsby, Mostert. My wide receivers are Hill, London, and Waddle. You got Hill, London, and Waddle. I feel good about that. You can trade it. You can afford to trade away Odunze and JSN. Eckler's fine, and you get Josh Jacobs. You start him with Achane. I'm good with doing that. It seems like you've got enough depth to make that happen. So, for sure. I have a nose whistle. I have a deviated septum so bad you'd never believe it. I've broken my nose 3 times. It's why it's so big. So yeah, nose whistle, for sure. That's a talent. Appreciate your super chat, comp. Keep double checking the side over here. If you want to submit there. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Check your Bronze League inbox, says Tom. All right, Tom. I got you, buddy. So I have a trade offer right now in one of my leagues. This is from Tom. Like I said, guys, drop a like, drop your super chats. We can go through and answer those. I'd be getting Stephon Diggs and Dobbins for Wilson. I just don't know why I would do that there, Tom. Can you see it? Come on, focus. There you go. I'm not doing that. No. If I were to trade away Wilson, I mean, you could give me like, you're not going to get, I mean, you can give me Saquon, but like, you're not going to do that. So no, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. That's going to be an instant decline. So thanks, Tom. Love it. All right. Answer a couple of these random questions in here. Yeah, look, I've got 1,000 chats, so I can't answer all of them, but I will. I mean, I can answer some random ones. So, Flowers or London? I lean London. What's up, Isaiah? Isaiah's a motherflocker. Should I start Higgins or Reed in my flex spot this week? I don't think Higgins is playing. You're going Jaden Reed there. If Higgins does play, I'd go Higgins. What's up, Badaki? I just saw the trade in the Flock League. Nathan is down bad. Isn't he? Man, I have the whole thing on tape too. I took him to the freaking cleaners with that trade. I wondered what you guys would think when you woke up. So it's going to be fun. Like I said, guys, Flock League, make sure you subscribe because you're going to want to see the trade Nathan and I made. People are pissed. CEO, appreciate you, man. Should I start Zay Flowers or Pittman at the flex spot? Good question. Pittman is going to be my answer there. We have him ranked slightly higher this week, but I think he's a little bit safer right now, so I'm going to go Pittman. And a pretty decent matchup against the Packers. So, what's up, my friend, Arthur Swanson? What's up? It's been great seeing the growth of your channel, facilitating a truly awesome community of fantasy managers. I appreciate it, and that's the goal, right? We have fun, we become degenerates about fantasy football, and we win money. Those are like the 3 requirements for being in this community. So, if you are fans of that, then you are in the right spot, let me tell you. 200 likes. Can we get there? Drop a like if you haven't. Good luck this week on the Fleece League. I mean the Flock League. I did fleece. I'm telling you, you guys are not going to believe what Nathan did. He didn't think it's that bad either, so he's coping. But let's say I took him to the cleaners and I got one of the best 12 players in fantasy football from him. Let's just say that. And I didn't give up my top 12 player. Let's just say that. I am a fan. I see some Keon questions down here. I'm a big fan of Keon, and I am starting him in the Flock League. So I think if you are faced with a start sit question, unless it's, like I see you, Jacob. I've seen all of them. Start Keon, buddy. I shouldn't reward people who put the same question over and over, but I love you guys too much. I'll pick a couple of these out. Answer some of these questions for you guys. Keon or Dell? Dell for me. There's another Keon or Dell, so I hit 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Yeah, I think you're still starting Kincaid as well, Matthew. So, you're welcome, dude. Let's see. Devontae Adams for James Conner and Dubs. Devontae, please. Your league won't connect to Flock Fantasy. Go to the Discord if you can. The Discord is linked on the site as well. And go to the site issues tab and drop your league ID. They should be able to help you. You can also send me a message on Discord at Avery Huffman. I can help you out. So, what's up, Lando? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for dropping a like, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, dude, we are 10 likes away from 200. Let's get there, guys. Is Jalen Wright a start? I don't think Jalen Wright is going to be a start tonight. A lot of people do, I think. But my honest opinion of it is I think if Achane plays, it's going to be Achane and Wilson. And if Achane doesn't play, it's going to be mainly Jeff Wilson tonight. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Everybody has touchdown upside in that offense always. So we'll see. We will see. Put money on our Road to Glory League matchup. Chad said you won't do it. Chad didn't say that. I've been reading Chad, Dom. Chad did not say that. Trying to gaslight me, first of all. Second of all, my team didn't do super well in that league last week because I'm on Ross, so we'll see this week. I didn't know I was playing you. Now I do. Okay. I'm trying to pick which questions to answer. There's so many. Mike Evans for Keenan and Zeke. Evans. Easy. Definitely Mike Evans there. Do you think Achane is playing today? I do think Achane plays. And I'm going to check real quick. And see if there's any other news or tweets. He's working out pregame. Dolphins did not elevate running back Deneric Prince. So they didn't elevate another running back on the roster tonight. I think Achane plays tonight. That's my guess. So I got to set my lineups too. That's what I'm doing after I get off here. Dylan Portugal says, following up on the CMC for Marvin Harrison Jr. and Rashad White move, would you then flip Marvin Harrison Jr. For ETN? Honestly, yeah, I think I would. I think I would do that, depending on your running backs. But yeah. Hey, don't spoil it, Tom. But I guess you put the pieces together. Yeah, I might have those two guys in the Flock League now. I might. Man, Nathan got in that trade. I'll tell you what, guys. Kincaid over Likely this week. I've gotten a lot of that one. I feel like a lot of Kincaid owners went and got Likely this week, but I've seen this one, Jeebus Freak. I'm going to get you now, buddy. Trade away Mason and Parkinson for Bowers and Puka. Purely a playoff move. Purely a yes. Easy. Easy yes, buddy. Appreciate you. Thanks for being patient, man. Somebody we need 200. We are at 199. How about that? I appreciate you guys. Dobbins, Panthers, or Chris Godwin at flex this week. You know, I go Godwin there. I'm super high on Godwin this season. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. 200 likes. You guys are the best. Mr. Tres 05. Stafford or Baker? At half PPR, you got Johnson, Sutton, and Dortch. So I'm assuming you want one of those last 3 guys picked, and I'm gonna go probably Deontay, and then the quarterbacks I'd probably go Baker. Pretty good matchup for Baker this week. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe. Oh, I don't have a little subscriber button up. I don't know where it went. But what in the world? Whatever. This thing always screws up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, though. Yeah, you can drop Fields. That's it for sure. Cup for Higgins and Mason. Cup, please. Isaiah, thanks for your super chat, man. Start 2, Brian Robinson Jr., Godwin, or Jerome Ford. Godwin, easy. B-Rob. B-Rob. It's my second one. That's tough. I'm going to check running back rankings real quick because I don't want to lead you astray. And again, it's easier to, definitely easier to think about that all the way through when I'm sitting down to do my rankings for the week. But you guys, if you haven't, check out the Ultimate Rankings video. It'll kind of help with some of these questions, I'm sure. With that being said, in terms of B-Rob this week, we have B-Rob versus Jerome Ford. We have B-Rob higher by 1 tier. So 2 spots higher. So my answer is B-Rob. If Achane is out, would you go right? I personally wouldn't. If you have any other better flex options on your team, I would go there. But with that being said, I'm hesitant to say this because I feel like it's going to be a receipt, but I don't think Wright's going to do anything tonight. So that's just my 2 cents. I feel free to ignore me. I've been wrong before. I've never seen them use him, so I have no freaking idea. Appreciate you, Jeebus Freak. Yeah, it is over now. I agree with you. I'm taking those guys to the freaking cleaners. It's so funny. People trying like heck to disassemble our squads. I've had so many bad trade offers for my Amon-Ra and Chase shares. Injuries freaking folks the frick out. There you go. Let a couple weeks unfold, head above the waves. My man. And not everybody thinks that way, including apparently Nathan. Nathan did not keep his head above the waves. Nathan was drowning in the waves, and I stole the best player on his team from him in not only my most important league, but one of the most famous fantasy football leagues on YouTube. Period. So I'm freaking very happy about that. All right. Trade London and Keenan for Garrett Wilson and Ford. You know, I'd probably just stay put there. I think it's still lateral. I want to see another week from everybody. I'd go Kincaid over Goddard, by the way. If y'all got Kincaid, I would probably start him tonight. I feel like, I don't know why that got cut off. That's weird. The rest of them cut off? No, that's... I would probably start Kincaid if you guys got him. Nathan did it for content. No. Nathan thinks he won, or he wouldn't have made the trade. Nathan and I are too competitive to do stuff for content. I will tell you that. I mean, if you guys have siblings or even just best friends, you know how competitive it is. Like, Nathan and I compete at everything, and I just made him look like a fool. Jackson, I appreciate you, man. Should I trade away Devontae Adams? You got Ayuk and Waddle. So here's the thing. This is going to go one of 2 ways. Either A, we saw this from Devontae Adams in week 1 and he actually is washed, which I think is possible. The other scenario is he is Devontae Adams still and he bounces back. Because I don't think it's a Gardner Minshew thing. I think Gardner Minshew can probably support that. And so I say let's wait one more week. Head above the waves, baby. I'll start right tonight in the Apex League if you hit 300 likes. We are 92 likes away from making him start Jalen Wright. I'm holding you to that, dude. I'm going to stay on here long enough just to get it. Where can we check on the Flock Fantasy League out your guys' matchups and stuff? It's going to come out in the video every week. Honestly, we should, it's tough. We're like, do we, give you guys a way to track it? Honestly, we need to post the standings and stuff. But like in terms of like the matchups and the results, we should post the matchups the week before, and then you can see the results after. I'm gonna work on that for you. I think that's a better. If you guys have any, feedback for that channel, just let me know. But I definitely think we should be posting the standings and the matchups before we go into the week. So CMC for Mason. Yeah, easy. Even if Chris McCaffrey gets hurt, you gave up Jordan Mason. Like that is what you call a risk-free bet. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of risk because Mason is such a solid option when Chris McCaffrey's out. So I guess there is a little bit of opportunity cost there. I have to acknowledge that. But in terms of like where you drafted Jordan Mason, you didn't. And so like you still have your whole team intact and you have Christian McCaffrey. If Christian McCaffrey doesn't come back, then, you still have your whole team intact that you drafted. And if he does, you've got your whole team plus a free Christian McCaffrey essentially, because then Jordan Mason's worthless. Hope that makes sense. Kind of playing chess there. Mason is throwing in the Flock League. I swear to you, he is not. He legit thinks he has the best team, which is hilarious. Kincaid or Laporta. Kincaid or Laporta. Kincaid or Laporta. Look, I'd see it if you did it once, Jason, but Laporta. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it is insane. I agree with you, man. It's freaking nuts. All right. 6:17. So we got, 2 hours till game time, right? Good deal. This is life, guys. I love hanging out with you guys before games. Make sure you drop a like if you like hanging out. I love that I can literally sit in my office and hang out with y'all before a football game. It's football all the time, baby. All right. Likely or Ingram I see multiple times. Again, you guys do not have to spam. I will see it, I promise. Ingram for me. I think I've still got Ingram ranked higher. I'm stressing on A-Chain here in West Coast, waiting on word before I drive home from work. That, Ryan, is dedication. Like, I'm not leaving until I know whether A-Chain's playing, so I don't screw my fantasy lineup tonight. I'm not leaving this place until I know. That's the way to do it. Jeff Wilson's in the A-Chain role. Wright is in the Mostert role last week. And if A-Chain plays, then Wright's not playing, or Wright's not playing at all. I mean, he's going to get a couple carries, and that's it. I don't think he'd do much. So. All right, y'all. I'm thinking 10 more minutes on here, maybe a little bit longer, depending on if chat picks up. But I'll answer all your super chats you got before then. I'm going to check the site and make sure. But if you really want your question answered, guaranteed before I get off of here, then like I said, make sure you drop a super chat. But double check in, and I think we're caught up here on the site. So we are. So we're all good. Ferguson. All right. I need to stop answering the spam comments, so don't spam. Wilson. Running back to target with Marvin Harrison. You got to go high, man. You got to go Josh Jacobs still. You got to go Pacheco. Still got to go that high. Honestly, don't think I would sell Marvin Harrison Jr. yet. It's a sell low, so. Pick 2, London, Tank, and Marv. London and Marv still. I feel like you have to go there. Kenneth Walker and Waddle for Garrett Wilson and Ramondre Stevenson. I will take. Actually, that's our dead even trade in my opinion. Depends on the rest of your roster. Wilson over Waddle. Stevenson and Walker's close, but Walker over Stevenson. So I think it's a wash. Honestly, I'm good with the Wilson side right now. Don't take advantage of Avery because Nathan's not here. Stop spamming. I love it. Am I spamming too much? I don't think I've seen you spam. Have you spammed? No, spamming is when you do put the same question over and over within like a 3-second span. You're not spamming, Nick. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys. I wish I had the bandwidth and time and to answer every single one of your questions because I really would. But Worthy and Keenan Allen, Worthy or Keenan Allen, or Thomas. This is a spam question. I shouldn't have answered it. But I love you, Brian. I'll probably just go Thomas Jr. That's my favorite there. I am spamming. White and Worthy for JT. Honestly, I'll take JT there. Raining in Miami. So, dang, man. That sucks. Is it going to be raining all night? That's an interesting one. Christian Kirk, Devontae Adams for Garrett Wilson. I'll go Wilson there, I think. I'll answer for you, buddy. You're a motherflocker. Higgins in a fourth or Kupp and Njoku in Dynasty. 10 team. Just take Higgins there. Just take Higgins. Don't do it. You guys stink. My weekly draft, I'm stacking Baker, Godwin, Baker, Evans. That's a good. Honestly, this week it's a good stack. I don't think it'll be a lower scoring game. I think it's going to be a lot of running backs. But actually, probably, yeah. Wow, man. I don't know. That's pick your point. I probably go Emmanuel Wilson. I don't think it matters. You guys are crazy. Neighbors, Godwin, Mason, Achane. I'm assuming picking two of those guys. Godwin, Mason. Oh, well, Achane. I mean, I don't know what you're asking there. Sorry. Is it a start? Is it a trade? What is it? Because Achane's. Should I trade Tyreek for St. Brown and Jacobs? Don't you start. Hey, don't spam. Yes, you're taking St. Brown and Jacobs there. If you need depth. If you have plenty of depth and you have guys you can't even start, then you take Tyreek. But start 3. Thanks, buddy. I'll get you. Achane, 1. Godwin, 2. Mason. Neighbors is the odd guy out for me there. Unpopular opinion, I know. Okay. Start 2, JSN, Shakir, Thomas Jr. Thomas Jr. Man, did I have JSN or Shakir higher this week? I cannot remember. You rank 60 wide receivers. They all kind of get clumped up in your head. So I will double check. 4 wide receivers. I had, I think, JSN higher than Shakir. So I lean JSN. Yeah, Thomas Jr. is better than JSN. I agree with that. So Thomas Jr. is the one guy I would start for sure. And then I lean JSN after that. Although Shakir's a good start this week. If it's raining there, though, that does matter. I'll take a Dynasty trade. Reed for Waddle and Downs. Waddle and Downs. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Start 2 here. I'll go. This is very similar. Shakir and JSN is my pick there. JB, appreciate you, man. PPR, if Achane doesn't start, should I go Jerome Ford or Montgomery? I'm going Montgomery. Good matchup. Should be a high-scoring matchup. The Vegas line is high for that game. He's in a good offense. I like Montgomery there. I don't not like Ford, but I just think Monty's a little bit safer there. So my running backs, Etienne and Swift, and you got Mike Evans, Godwin, and Keenan. Tyreek, obviously. I mean, yeah, take it. Who cares? Take it. I like it. You're getting 2 studs. You're welcome, buddy. You got Waddle and Downs. Congratulations, my friend. That's really good. That's a really good trade, man. All right. I'll give you, I'm not chat, but I'll probably go Brian Robinson there. Just take the upside of the running back, the guaranteed volume. Tyreek for CMC. Tyreek. Easy peasy. Just take the guy that's not hurt right now. Should I drop Jaden for Anthony in waivers? I have Stroud already. No, I would. Well, that's an interesting situation, actually. You know what? Yeah, probably. You guys are welcome. I'm happy to answer questions. So, Demon or Wilson. If Achane's out, it's Wilson for me. especially if it's going to be raining tonight. Appreciate you, JB. PPR, should I flex Neighbors or DJ Moore? I lean DJ Moore. Jaden and Shot at the same bye week. Yeah, then you get Richardson for that week. I'm good with that. You should try to trade. What I would do is try to trade Stroud and then pick up Richardson. That's what I would do. See if you can get that one pulled off. I'm going to run Kittle or Garrett Wilson and Kincaid. I'll take Amon-Ra Kittle there. All right. Cool. We're on last call. Last call for questions here. Get your super chats in if you want a question answered, but this is going to be it. I got to go make dinner, take a walk with my wife, and then it's football time. So this has been a fun stream, though. We really appreciate you guys. Carter's pleading. Devontae and Ladd for Connor and Amari. You know, you've got Rice, Wilson, CD, man. Wow. I'm taking Devontae and Ladd there. For sure. Trill, appreciate you, man. What you got for me, buddy? Drop any of these guys for Jeff Wilson. Brown, Warren, and Judy. That's tough. Honestly, Wilson's probably temporary, so I don't think I would. You're going to make dinner, eat it, take a walk in all less than 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Maybe I should let it digest. You got me thinking now, Palmer. Traded Mason for Pollard. I'm good with that, honestly. I'm good with that. If Chris McCaffrey's going to come back, so it's just a matter of whether he stays back. But I'm not willing to I'm not willing to crown Jordan Mason yet. Keon over Terry this week for sure. Okay. Appreciate it, man. Should I trade Chase and Ayuk for Jahmyr Gibbs and Devonta Smith? I would keep Chase and Ayuk there. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. I answered this one. Amon-Ra Kittle for me. Best way to digest is during a walk. I thought that too, but I'm not a health guy. I'm a data scientist, so I don't want to talk about it. Watch tonight's game on Stream East. I got YouTube TV, baby. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I use the super chat money for? I got YouTube TV. I'm just kidding. I use super chat money for that nice camera in front of me. All right. Yep, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna enjoy my night before the game. So I want you guys to enjoy your night as well. It's gonna be a fun game. Real quick, you guys want to pop on after the game? Do you guys want me to do a stream after the game tonight? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know in the comments real quick. I think I'm not exhausted, so I think I'm feeling good enough tonight to do a post-game stream. If you guys will be there, you guys have to be there. So tell me you'll be there. I always do this, and you guys always say yes, but I need to make sure it's like worth it, so I can tell my wife like I told him I would be on. It's all about having excuses to do things. Okay. I see a couple yeses. And yeah, the game is on Amazon Prime tonight, so. Sweet. All right. We'll be here after the game, then we'll do a little bit of a fantasy reaction, so. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Fun stream. Thanks so much for joining. Have fun watching the game tonight. Love you all. Peace out. We'll see you later.